Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I shared with you all my 5 steps to choosing curriculum and curriculum planning. So I'm going to bring you along on step number 3. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. If this is your first time, hang on, we are about to do some work. I shared with you all, and I will link that video down below in case you have not seen it, but my 5 steps to choosing curriculum and curriculum planning process for the upcoming school year. Well, I am on step 3. Step 3 is going through my homeschool room with a fine-tooth comb. So I am going to take you guys along on this journey. I want to share with you that I am only doing this really for my big girls. I do know where all of our curriculum is. My toddler, I know exactly what she has. So I'm going through everything that's old and trying to see what I have, what I can use, what I'm getting rid of, and all of the things. So join me on this journey. All right guys, so here we are. This is our bookshelf. Now, the first 2 shelves are my husband and I's items that have nothing to do with homeschool. I try to keep everything in like a centralized location. I have been unsuccessful, but that's okay because this summer I will be doing another complete overhaul of our homeschool room and just making it more functional. I feel like as we move through homeschooling and we add in material and change things up, the homeschool room has to be changed too. So I'm going to be doing that as well. And I, of course, will bring you guys along on the journey. Right now, things are just split up in random places. But over here, this is homeschool. These last 3 shelves are homeschool, along with these bins here in the corner. Not all of it is curriculum. Some of these binders are empty, but this is where I keep part of our curriculum. Some of the things that I have down here are like our human body unit study that we purchased, that I purchased from Gather Round, that we did not end up even using. I did the printable version, and so I really don't know what I'm going to do with that, honestly. But for now, I'm just gonna start by taking everything off of the shelf and laying it on my table so that I can get a complete view of what we have. So I have grabbed everything off of that bookshelf, and now I'm moving on to this bookshelf. Everything right here is curriculum current, future, things that I'm holding on to because the girls just haven't reached it yet or whatever. So I am about to take pretty much all of this off and add it to the table. Everything else on this bookshelf from here down is my husband's and I's things as well. So to see how the bookshelves are all like spread out, I'm gonna fix that though. You guys just wait. Guys, this is my spread, and this is not all. I have those file boxes that I just showed you guys, but I'm gonna wait and do those after I take care of all of this. It was just a little too much. So I'm gonna start with these binders. We were doing, this has been like 3 or 4 years ago, I was doing monthly like calendar things with my big girls, and we have not done these in a really long time. However, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is revamp them, refresh them, and I will use them for my tot. It's a good morning start time, going through the days of the week, calendars, things like that. I put them in sheet protectors so that they can be used over and over and over again. So that was a plus. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to use it for her. I have the PDF version of it, so I can print off another 0 and 1. My girls did this so long ago, and I will use those. So these are going to be a keeper. I'm going to put them in this pile. I have different piles, and I'll develop those as I go through, but one pile will be to keep, to use for the tot, another one to keep, to use for my big girls, a completed curriculum pile, and later on this month I'll talk to you guys about record keeping and how I go throughout that process of keeping up with what they've done over the years. And then I will have a pile of things that will go, whether that's go to someone else if I can find it, find someone, or to the trash. Those are my piles. I'm also one of those people, when I'm ready to let something go, I'm ready to let it go. I don't necessarily care how much it costs or if I'm trying to sell it or anything like that. I just want it gone. So I usually will just try to find someone to give it to. That's just the nature of me. When I want it gone, I want it gone. So I'm gonna come back to that one. Here's another one of those binders for the girls. And I will probably just combine them. That's what I'll do. I have a teacher's binder. This is just for me. It's definitely too small, but it has things in it like stickers to help celebrate my girls, the Oklahoma standards, just so I can see where they fall on that spectrum every so often, journal writing prompts. I need to go through that too. Okay, mathematical reasoning. This is level C, which is really for second grade, and I no longer have a second grader. My oldest daughter went through this last year. It's a logical math, a critical thinking and logic math workbook. She did great. It was exactly what she needed at the time. Right now, for me, it falls under another workbook, and it's second grade. So I don't know. I think I'll keep it. I can always use this for my tot. It'll be like 3 years, but this was a really good workbook. And that is what I've used to determine whether or not I'm going to keep something. Was it really great? Was it worth keeping? Do I need to just go buy a new one? What happened with it? But I'm gonna keep it. So it goes to the keep pile. This is an empty binder with one of these things. Alright guys, I'm gonna speed this video up and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did once I'm done. Here's what happened. It doesn't look like anything happened, to tell you the truth. But this is all keep. Everything on the table is keep. These are the girls' old books that they just finished this year. And like I said, I will show you guys how I store it for record keeping purposes. This is a pile of future items. For example, I have some test prep things here that we will work on, but this is a 5th grade comprehensive grading book, super old, never been used. We will get to that. We are going to just browse through the test prep. I bought these Mad Libs books for our different unit studies, and we only use like maybe 1 or 2 pages in them, but I don't want to get rid of them. We used quite a bit in the oceans, about halfway, but I don't want to get rid of them. We did not use any in the Christmas one, so I'll hang on to that one. Our Spanish book, pretty sure I bought this at the dollar store. I did, or maybe Walmart, but it was not for us. Actually, this goes. I'll show you the go pile in a minute. I have 1st grade spelling workbook, reading book, and 1st grade test prep. I'm going to keep these for my tot. These Mad Libs books will also be for my tot later on. They are below the girls' level as far as grammar is concerned, but they're still good to keep. I will keep this one for my tot as well. So this is like future things for the toddler and for my big girls. That's the pile there. This is a pile of current things. I will use this for my toddler to help with her handwriting. It's really cool. I'll have to show you guys. It was given to me, but you can like feel here, so she'll run her pencil to help with handwriting. Even though we have a handwriting curriculum, she can still use this as extra practice. You can never do too much handwriting. These are also reference books, one on grammar, one on money, and one on measurements. And I have these from the dollar store. They are 4th through 6th grade. And these will just be supplements. So this is my supplement pile. And I'm going to label that as such. This will also be supplement because we have a handwriting curriculum. This over here is my binder, and I need to go through these things. This is extra paperwork that needs to be filed over there in the corner with file stuff and all the other stuff. But one thing I wanted to show you guys too was I have these binders. What I did with these are workbooks that we probably started out using. This is a Spectrum 1st grade. I know Maggie used this. I had it tabbed to where she stopped. Pretty much she finished the entire book, not last year, but the year before. I kept this because I have a baby that's coming up and that might work for her, even though we love master books. This one is 2nd and 3rd grade, so I'm going to keep those. They're also Spectrum books as well. And here I have sight words. I also have some spelling here that is going to come out. I was able to print this spelling information off for my big girl off of education.com. It was a freebie that came, but it's 3rd grade. This will be perfect for her for spelling because that is one of the things that we're going to focus on. So I'm going to take this out of this binder and put it with our supplement work. But the rest of this is phonics work. It is a phonics workbook that I had the binding cut off of. Let me get to the front of the workbook. Those are extra pages. But it's the Evan Moore Daily Phonics 1st grade. I'm going to keep this for my tot as well. Phonics is a must all the time. So I'm not going to get rid of that. And then I also have 2nd grade math that I decided to keep. I just showed you guys. I'm going to keep that as well. So a lot of things here. So a lot of this here is being kept. It just needs to be organized a lot better than what I have it. And I will sort it more than likely by grade. I will show you guys how I do that as I get closer. But it has to be sorted before I bring any additional curriculum into the house because for me, it's just going to cause confusion. I'm going to continue this process until I have everything sorted. I have some of our next year's curriculum over there on that bookshelf on the bottom. So that's kind of like future stuff along with our garden and flower unit study items and our basket that we go through with poetry and things like that. So that is like things that we're currently working on. And I'm going to rearrange bookshelves and everything. So I'm gonna bring you guys along on the journey. But I hope that this was helpful for you with sorting through. If you have older children and you've surpassed things, you may have more to let go of. Because my girls have just gotten past 2nd grade and 3rd grade items and I have another child coming up, I found that there was not a ton that I wanted to let go of just yet. But I will show you the pile that I did let go of. This is my trash pile or get it out of here pile. Early Spanish book, it did not work. We completed this Mad Libs. It was given to us. It was torn out of a book, but we completed it. So it's gone. Some practice testing here. I bought these girls these rhyming books and they hate them. They're super easy, so the girls don't find any joy or challenge in them whatsoever. They did maybe like the first 5 pages of each. So those are gone. This is a book, I had the spine cut off of it and had a binder, but it's reading and writing workbook for 2nd grade science. I picked this up at a homeschool swap. It was free, but I never used it. Apparently there is a book that goes along with this to help you. I did not notice that these were questions that went along with a passage, and I searched and searched and searched and could not find the actual teaching, or I would say the textbook that goes along with it. So it just sat there for over a year. It's going. Same thing with this, My World Social Studies. It was the same thing. It's supposed to have some type of storybook that goes along with it to help your child. I could not find that either. So I'm getting rid of this one. And I bought this cursive writing book at I think I bought it at Five Below, but it was not $5. It was less, obviously, Five Below. It was less than $5. But I had the binding cut off of it as well for the girls to use, but we have a whole new handwriting and cursive curriculum. So I am not going to hold on to this because it was a pain last year when I tried to like make copies of it, and it was just too much. So I'm gonna let this go. But other than that, that is my let go pile. Now I just have to get it all organized, which is a part of going through my homeschool room with a fine tooth comb and organizing it to where it is more user friendly. I have bins, I have storage cubes, I have huge storage bags. I will show you guys all of that, but this room has to be transformed. It is chaotic. I cannot even get my binders off of my bookshelf without having to raise the shelf above it because the shelves are too short, but I don't have anywhere else to keep my binders. So a new bookshelf, I'm sure, is coming, or at least organizing the other ones that I have so that I can move my binders to a place where they are easy for me and the girls to be able to get off of the shelf. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I am in a pile of stuff. I need to go and put it up because we have school tomorrow and the table is completely crowded. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't forget to hit that bell, you guys, so that you will not miss any curriculum videos that will be coming up or anything else here at the Life of Tillmans. I am happy to have you, and I will see you guys right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye.